Well, hello and welcome everyone to Friday Beer Reviews. I'll be your host again this evening. My name's Kenny. I feel like this shirt is mildly appropriate because I just got back from Montana. Granted, Coors Light is Colorado, but I guess the Rockies extend all the way up into Montana, which is pretty neat. And here we have Big Sky Brewing out of Montana, USA. Montana is a wild place, man. Like, driving through eastern Montana towards Billings like I did, if you like open ass country and just like nothingness and cows and the occasional mountain or two, yeah, you'd probably honestly like Montana. But here we got a hazy IPA from Big Sky Brewing. He's got a little dragonfly guy just hanging out, a little mayfly looking dude over there. This is a 6% alcohol by volume beer. You got a pretty nice head on here. Pretty decent looking color. It's actually hazy. Nice straw gold color. And interesting. It's got an aroma of kind of some citrus notes, kind of a little bit floral. It's not very strong. Looks like maybe March this was brewed in. Interesting. So this one right away leans more towards, I guess for me, the West Coast style traditional IPA. 60 IBUs out of this one, so it is a little bit higher than your typical hazy IPA. The juiciness isn't crazy juicy. It isn't it's got a really kind of quick fall off with the bitterness, but overall, like, it's noticeable. It is quite hoppy. I don't see any listing as far as like what hops they used, so that's kind of interesting. It's not on Untapped, it's not on their website, which is fine, whatever, no big deal. But it's just an interesting kind of, I guess, tasting beer. I'll be honest, I wasn't blown away by a whole lot of the beer scene. I was in Billings, that area, and went to several breweries out there. Nothing really blew me away out there, but I mean, they're definitely really new breweries, apparently, from what I've told. They've been there for maybe a year or so, maybe even less, some of them. I didn't get a chance to make it out to these guys. I actually don't entirely know where they are at in relation to... See, now the can has a discrepancy. Their own can says 5.6. Their own website says 6.0. Whatever. I don't know. I don't know what to believe anymore, man. Up is black as east, up is white. Ah, crap. I don't know, you guys. I mean, it's not bad. It's plenty drinkable. It's just, I guess when it comes to a hazy IPA, I want like that full-fledged hop flavor. I want there to be little to no bitterness. I want like strong citrus aromatic notes off the nose, and I want like a juicy, almost refreshing kind of feel, taste and stuff like that, medium body. But like the thing I really like the most, I guess, is just the hops really just come through. I mean, I'm getting a bunch of hop flavor, don't get me wrong, but like I said, this one isn't like as smooth, as light tasting sometimes as hazies can be. It's definitely not as smacky in the face with bitterness and stuff like that a traditional West Coast would be, but plenty drinkable, absolutely, all day. It's not bad by any means, but it's not memorable by any means. Maybe I'll have to look at the brewery and maybe see if I can get some like photos and kind of look at what they are. But maybe it'll be kind of like my experience at a different brewery where I'm like, okay, the beer is like just fine. It's more than drinkable. It's average. It's not bad. It's just not wowing me. But then like you get the ambiance of the brewery itself and the scenery, and you're just like, okay, now the beer is starting to really kind of, you know, drink differently and stuff like that, and it just hits home and becomes like a full package, full circle like thing. And yeah, I don't know. This one is it's fine. I don't know. There's really not much for me to say about it other than I'm getting like I said, just kind of some light citrus notes. I'm not getting a whole bunch of tropicaliness or anything like that. But I'm not like nothing is really pronounced or sticking out to me on this one, sadly. But it's just fine. If you can find it in your liquor store, I don't think you'll be like disappointed by it necessarily, but you won't be wowed by it. It's very middle of the road for me. But would I drink it again? Absolutely. I mean, it's still beer, right? Yeah, that's all right. It'll do. It'll do just fine. If I was out in Montana, and this was like the only access to beer I had was these guys and their variety, yeah, I'd survive. I'd live. Oh man. Anywho's, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Like, comment, consider subscribing, share this with your friends that love beer. Otherwise, I'll see you next week. And take it easy, be well, and yeah. Cheers, y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me and watching me review some beers for y'all. Yeah.